I have a question. What do you think about Aches' take? He said that Toronto should drop Insight for Merc. Personally, I think it's brain dead, but I'm interested on your thoughts about it. Yeah, my thoughts are the exact same as yours. Brain dead. Aches has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He's literally just like he's literally just throwing names and statistics at a board, and that's it. Yeah, like that's all it is. It's literally stupid. Beans and Merc is an AR duo, bro. I don't care about Jamie's interactions, bro. There's a reason why he's always on like a top 3, top 4 team. There's clearly intangibles he brings that statistics don't show, no matter how low his fucking engagements are. And if his engagements were that much of an issue, I'm sure his teammates would have said something about it all these years. There's no way he would be playing all these years, playing the same way if it was a problem. Somebody would be saying something. In MW3, I could argue it's a little bit of an issue. Like, there honestly is no reason why you should have 30 fucking 7 kills in a whole fucking series and everyone else in your team's got like 60, 55. That's a little too low. But the way Ultra plays, there's just like a way that they play, and that's what makes Insight play the way that he does. You agree with Aches? Oh my god. Holy shit. I think Jamie Insight is a great player. And he has a ceiling that, I mean, obviously we don't even know what fucking Merc's fucking ceiling is, but there's a lot of times where Insight plays against these like top teams and he's like the top fucking fragger on the team. Like, he can turn up and he's also good at S&D. He's just like a player that any team would be very fortunate to have. Are there times he could play a little bit faster? Sure, but there's clearly a system that they have that enables him to play the way that he plays. And no one's ever argued with it. I don't think Scrap ever said it was that much of an issue, but obviously want to go play with Hydra. But like Scrap even like said he would have had no issue fucking staying on Toronto Ultra. You know, like I don't think he's ever said, "Oh fuck, I don't want to play Jamie. He's really so slow." Played him fucking 2 years in a row, bro. He could easily fucking switch to another team if it was like that bad, you know. But do you think a Beans and Merc AR duo though? Like, come on though. Like, I know we talk about IGLs and everything, but bro, they would lack so much in like the communication like department and the composure department and like the organization department. Insight just does a lot on the map. You can even see from any hardpoint that you watch, like the amount that he fucking does. You just have to spend like a hardpoint just watching his arrow. That's all you got to do. And like that also results as to why his interactions are like on like the lower side because of like the things that he's doing. Yeah, but all Aches is thinking is all a fucking crack player, da 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 da, you know. Ultra ain't fucking winning chips with Insight on this team. Yeah, well they have before, so interesting. So I don't understand that. And their MW3 championship was because of Insight. Like, he dropped like a 1.8 against Atlanta FaZe in the finals. So, yeah, that point does not stand at all. Yeah, like, they had Scrap, but, like, who the fuck was the MVP in that finals? It was not Scrap. Scrap was actually a negative in that fucking match. I'll actually even fucking pull it up too. I'll actually even pull it up. I'm already on like the Breaking Point website. I can pull this shit up. So you're gonna tell me that Insight you're telling me that Insight doesn't have what it fucking takes to win, bro? I mean, come on, bro. This guy was like world starring fucking FaZe, bro. Like actually starring them, bro. Like the S&Ds and Ds and everything, but. There's not many people, and if you notice, there haven't been that many people that have won. It's been like Atlanta FaZe, Optic, and YSL. Like, you know, there's only like 3-4 teams that even win. So it's like, and he's always up there. If you're not going to win, you're at least like in like, just like every point I make, I like to back it up with some gameplay because, you know, that is the point of the channel. So I selected a random gameplay. Obviously I have some notes from when I watched the match live, but just gonna go through, and we're mostly focusing on number 7, Jamie Insight, and I just want to explain to you guys the role that he has on the team. I'll talk about it throughout the game. I'm not gonna pause unless I'm pausing for something. The role he plays on this team is unlike the way other teams play. Unlike the way other teams play, the way he plays is him essentially enabling and putting his teammates in the best possible position. Whenever it comes to spawns and rotating to spawns, he's either the only one there, or he's supporting, or he has a person. He's responsible for a lot on the map that you will not see unless you're looking at his arrow. Most of the time, people are just watching the screen, watching what's going on, but he takes a lot of routes. He takes more routes than Hydra does, dude, especially on this map. And Ultra plays this map way different than a lot of other red card teams. A lot of other red card teams are just fully in the mix, but on this map specifically, Insight, he has a unique way of playing that I don't see any other ARs playing on this map. A lot of routes, a lot of just like holding spawns for his team, a lot of support. So if you notice here, like his route, everything he does is to the benefit of his team. I just have to clarify that. Everything he does to the benefit of his team. There's not one thing he does. He never has like a useless. Sometimes you see him like 8 and 9 with like 0 seconds in the hill, but you literally need to watch what he's actually doing with that 0 seconds in the hill. And I even hate it when people in ranked play are like, oh, this guy only had 30 seconds in the hill. Bro, you don't even know what they're doing. I mean, I'm actually talking about me, because there's like games I have like 30 seconds in the hill. Bro, you don't even know what I'm doing. I'm literally winning us like so much shit on the map. But anyways, it's not about me. But if you notice, he's playing for the outside, because I talked about this in many red card videos, how important outer control is. A lot of people don't put enough emphasis in it. I'm not talking about the pro level. I'm talking about below. A lot of people don't put emphasis on like the outer. And you could say him pushing up here is bad, but it's actually not, because you have number 6 holding the back spawn. So he's able to push up and keep them away. And if he dies, he's going to spawn close. Or I mean, he's gonna spawn back here, and he already has like support. So like him pushing up just like basically ensures that Miami's far as fuck away from this P2, and they have to take a journey to get there. Because if he dies first, he's gonna be back there. So like as you see, like he dies. Then you see where he spawns. He spawns in the back, and right there, already there, like to pick up his slack is 6 and 5. So he pushes up, he dies, but they're able to cover that, and off spawn, he's already there at the hill. Any like important spawn that Ultra needs, Insight's always there. Even here, even though he's not doing anything, he's always around the hill. Reads no one's coming in the back. They all cross. So now he goes to the front. Reads pressure correctly. Goes to the front of the hill. Even on Vault, like if you guys watch like my Vault video, he's usually the main guy responsible for like that P2 roto. If they start off on like the good side, which is like the P2 side, and the other team has to like try to come through pool, he's usually always the guy like responsible for it every single time. And you're gonna see as like the game like develops, you're gonna see his score. You're gonna see his score and like his AD, and you probably think, man, this guy's doing nothing, but he's actually doing a whole lot. So like here, he's like the first guy on like the P3 roto. Literally freaking Merc just shit on him. But now we're just going to pay attention to Insight and like what he does. So he goes all the way around outer. And then he knows the pressure's going to be coming from like the front side. That guy just walks right by him. Like, he just holds this, and he holds this. And the reason why he holds this is like that right there. It's like, now that guy spawns, but now he mistakenly thinks that because he misspawned there, that like all these guys are like all back here, but not the case. But he actually does read it. He does know that they're up there, but he gave his teammate this spawn, which is exactly what you want. And like, notice how now he's like, he has complete cover on the front, and he even like rotates back around the outer, gets that guy. He's not completely blocking this spawn, like he gets this, but he's not aware of like that guy. So I mean, I'm gonna come some slack on that, but he actually thinks he's holding the top, but he didn't actually clear it like the top yet. But we're just gonna keep this rolling. Wait, I think there's like a point in here. He's just on the hill. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna like fast forward like this part. We're just on the hill, and then Miami gets time. I even like the way that Ultra broke here. This has really nothing to do with inside, but like the way they broke. But inside actually does open it up. They don't want to get pinned in like BS and D, because a lot of times everyone just watches the cross. Usually like spawn there, you fucking go across, you're just getting shot by everybody. They break from taking control of top mid, a top class work, and it starts off with insight right here on like the ledge right there. He picks number 1 on the hill, and then Joe like slides out here, hard shells that guy, and then Mercs on the hedges gets the guy mid, and now they basically got everyone out of top mid, and you see fucking Mercs going for spawn kills. He only gets fucking 2 spawn kills. He has insight helping. Jeez. So now we're gonna go into like this P5 right here, and this is like classic, and this will tell you everything you need to know about insight right here. This will tell you everything you need to know. Okay, it's gonna tell you everything you need to know about insight and his interactions on the map. So notice how he spawns here. He spawns closer to this side than like he does this side, but his role is to try to win the favorable spawns for his team. And Ultra just did like the basics first. Like they didn't even, and even like Chance actually like as it in like the comms. Not sure if I should actually turn it up. I'll actually turn it up after. But Ultra, once again, they don't just spawn close to the side and they just hit it. They realize the important side. They take their time. There's no rush. They have the lead. They work together to break from the good side. So like they literally throw like fucking Counter-Strike stun at Real, which is awesome. And then Insight goes around the back to help Merc, but then he gets him. Here, I'll actually just like play what Chance says as well, so you could hear it.
Heads up there, clear out ticket, the stuns land perfect, Metals overwhelmed. Toronto doing the more important things right first, and then they get to the time. It is systematic gameplay for Toronto. It is step A through C. They do everything, and Merc back in his home might even be able to.
All right, and now here's Insight's role. So this should tell you all you need to know is about his interactions on the map, but the big role that he has. And he's a very selfless player. There's a lot of games he fucking pops off and everything, obviously. But these games where you see him 7-7 and everyone else like at 15-12, like, you know, like everybody else is like so much kills, you're even going to see it as the game goes fucking deeper. It's because he's doing things like this. He's doing the things that the people in rank play like do not want to do. Like, you know, he is blocking a spawn. It's the boring job. Requires a lot less interactions. You're not in the fight, but he is in a spot where you could block the spawn and have like the crossfires if they cross across, which is now a very common spot. I swear to God, like near the beginning of the game, I swear I only saw Draza doing it, and now like I think other people picked on. But like, yeah, he has all the crossfire. He has the boring job. He's just sitting back here just in case like he thinks that one might pinch, but they probably didn't keep track. But then he realized, okay, yeah, there's no way they're gonna pinch, and he just like sits back there the whole time. And this is so beneficial because not only can he help with like the crossfire, obviously, but now his team doesn't have to worry about spawns flipping. All they have to focus on is just their front side, which sets them up for success, sets them up for a lot more kills. Like, this is what I've been freaking wanting Optic to do, bro. Just sit and ticket and don't do anything. Like, just let them come to you. And look how much time they were able to get off of this. Like, so much time. Like, how much time did Ultra get? So obviously it took them like 10 seconds like to break the hill in the first place. So, like, they weren't even there the whole time. But like 94 to 128. So if you take away like the 10 seconds at the beginning that like it took from the break, like the 10-15 seconds, there was like 45 seconds left, and they got like 30 of it. Wait, dude, is my math off? Holy cow. Yeah, they got like 34 of it. So like out of 45 seconds, they got 34. That's pretty good. And that's all from inside just blocking. I mean, I'm not going to say it's all from inside blocking because obviously the people in the front have to like actually win their gunfights. But just highlighting the role that inside does on the team, because I swear like a lot of people actually don't know. There's a reason why inside does not get dropped from his teams. Like, you have to understand. There's a reason. If his low interactions and everything was so useless and detrimental to the team, I don't think Scrap would fucking want to play with them 2 years in a row, you know? There's like so many things you have to take into account. And like, it's way different from Skies, because like Skies doesn't have this luxury on Optic, because the way Optic plays, like, they don't really have like this like coordination in their breaks. And like, you could tell Ultra has a game plan. Like, when it comes to breaking and like what they want to do on the map, everyone is aware of what the game plan is, and Optic does not have this. So like, Skies can even try to be like inside if he tried, because I mean, just like we saw from like the fucking protocol control, even when a guy has top mid who can shots, you're like, nah, I got it too. Like, you know, like, there's just like situations like that, like, even if you wanted to, their gameplay probably wouldn't even allow for it. But like, once again, just highlighting, he's like the main person on the outer. Always outer. He's always going to be a part of that. And like, sometimes if it's already under control, he'll like Statty will hop across. But mostly he's that guy. Don't you know? So every time off spawn, like the first time off spawn he died, the second time push up stage died, and like this time, but now he knows his team has full control of it, so now he's just watching like the mid lane. But obviously like he dies, but he's always doing like all the right things. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. But even like the way like he played it right there, like they realized now like they didn't have the back spawn, so they just played P2 from like the backside, and he just like held his spot and let everyone was walking into him. And once again, like the role that like not a lot of people want to take, like on this P2, a lot of people start taking routes because they want to get trapped in the back, and they literally want to fucking get to P3. They don't want P3 to pop, and they're all the way across at P2, and it takes them like 10-15 seconds to get across. So he's watching it. He does get bad timing on number one. He gets terrible timing. He gets awful timing, but he actually catches like the next guy, but we already made it by. But he's always doing all this like dirty work stuff, and it's just stuff like, these are the things you don't want a guy like Joe Deceives to be doing. You want Joe Deceives to be in the mix. You want Kleenex to be in the mix. You want Merc to be in the mix. Somebody on the team needs to do these kind of intangibles on the team. Somebody needs to do it, and he's the perfect person. A lot of people don't give him flowers because everybody in like the Call of Duty space who's like not playing at the pro level or even in challengers, like, just if you don't play Call of Duty at all or know about Call of Duty at all, and all you just watch is just like, the gameplay and the scoreboard, like, so many people think Insight's ass. But they don't even know what he does. Like, why is he always on a top 4 team? It's not a coincidence. If he was this bad, he would be on LAG. Like, let's actually take that into account. If he was really this bad, he would be on LAG. If we're being realistic. And like, I'm actually not gonna lie. I mean, he actually kind of trolled there, but I'm not even gonna go through that because we're trying to highlight him, not bring him down. So I'm not even gonna like talk about this. But I'm gonna say real quick. If you spawn that far away, there's a guy on this side. That should be common knowledge to anybody that plays this game. And the thing is, this isn't hindsight, by the way. Dude, you could just... I swear in this game, a lot of people don't have, like... There's, like, this certain type of awareness. And I have it 100%. Because, like, obviously it's because I just watch a lot of VOD. But I know where I spawn, where the other people are going to be. Like, there's sometimes you spawn closer, there's sometimes you spawn further away. Usually on, like, this hill, like, usually spawn a lot closer. Even if you spawn around here, it's a lot closer. But if you spawn, like, all the way, like, behind P1, that, like, the game is literally telling you there's a person preventing you from spawning you closer to the hill. Because this game always tries to spawn you close to hills. So you spawning even further than you would normally spawn, because I think everyone knows like the typical spawns out here. If it ever spawns you further, like this goes for any map. If you ever feel like you spawn way further out than like you normally do, like for example on P3 Vault, if you like most of the time on the P3 you usually spawn like close to like the steps, like close to like that entrance to go into P1. If you spawn deep in the back of ammo, like behind ammo, that tells you there's a person pushed up preventing you from spawning closer to the hill. Because why would the game ever spawn you, like this game specifically, ever spawn you all the way deep back ammo, like far fucking back? Like there's certain spawns you have to be able to read. Or like on P2, like usually like you spawn like right at the beginning of like pool steps. If you spawn even deeper than that, tells you there's a guy around like the catwalk or that pool area that's preventing you from getting a closer spawn. So some of you guys have to take into account. I had to go on like the little rant. But now we just got inside on the hill. I mean, he's just on the hill, baby. Like, I just picked this random gameplay. And the reason why I picked this is because I just knew. I knew Insight was going to be doing fundamental stuff. Because Miami, historically, was a really good red card team. But it kind of drifted off. But I mean, like, they're still good enough at it to beat most teams, to even beat like Atlanta FaZe on it last time, I believe. So they beat teams, or like they play it really close, but then like they lose to Ultra by like over 100. So Ultra got to be doing something right. So that's what I'm highlighting. And then once again, off spawn, look who's going to secure like the B, S, and D. Obviously, he has help, but he's like the main guy. Walks right into Merc after Insight takes him up. Now he's doing the boring job. Now his fucking team spawned there. He just wants to make sure no one's fucking pinching. And now his team could just thrive because now they know everyone's in the front. Look at these team fires and everything. They have basically everything covered. Like, this is something that could be like watch with 3 people, you know? And he has like the cross, so he's able to like help if they really need him help. But like, notice how they're able to actually like fend this off by themselves, bro. Like, Insight doesn't really gotta like do that much except for block. He's like tagging people on like the cross, and look, they're just getting individual 2 pieces. Like no one, like they don't have to overwork. And like, I compare this to Optic because how many times do you see like shots you just fucking push through, just like dude, like, you know, just doing some stupid shit. Like, this is just people holding a fucking setup and just maximizing time, which is always, like, brilliant to see. But I could probably find a million other gameplays, but, you know, I'm trying to minimize the amount of hour fucking videos I upload. I'm trying to make them a bit shorter, but I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into how Insight is so valuable to his team. Because you can even see the scoreline. 31, 23, 24, 28, 16, and 16. But you don't see what he's actually doing unless you're actually watching the minimap. And I don't blame most people because usually when the game is on live and everything's going on, you're not paying attention to just Insight, you know? But you really have to like watch and see what he does. But even during the game, even if you're not paying attention to his arrow, you can still see what he's doing at certain times. And just know, this is the most useful 16 and 16 you'll ever see in the league. Like, you'll never see anyone else, like, with that scoreline compared to their fucking teammates and go, like, Yeah, they're probably like costing or something, bro. There's no way they're actually. But Insight is a top AR. There's a reason why people want to play with them. There's a reason. It's not a coincidence at all. Have you ever heard any pro player, I mean, unless it's behind closed doors, have you heard any pro player say anything fucking bad about Insight? Have you ever heard any player say anything bad about Insight? There was a point in time where Insight was like rumored to be picked up by Atlanta FaZe. This is like years ago. Like, there is a reason for this. There's a reason for this. Like, he's in like the fight, but he's not like actually there all the time. But what he's doing makes it so much easier on everybody else. Like, I would love to be an SMG or like the other AR playing with Insight, knowing he just like sets me up for basically, dude, he sets me up for success, bro. And I never have to worry about if we have a spawn, who's blocking, who has like the cutoff on Roto on the far side. Always there, bro. Always got it covered. That is Jamie Insight. Even like this chick agrees with me too. But this is the beauty of Jamie Insight. Hope this insight was helpful for you.